Hi there and welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make Ninja Foodi honey garlic chicken. You can do this in your Ninja Foodi with the air crisp function or in the air fryer. It's completely up to you. You can also make this gluten-free as well if that's a need with one simple swap in the ingredients. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get all of our ingredients ready to go. You're going to need 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You'll want to go ahead and cut those into chunks. Then you'll need some cornstarch, usually about 1/3 cup. You'll need 1/2 cup of honey and then 1/2 cup of soy sauce. If you are making this gluten-free, you need to use gluten-free soy sauce. Then you'll need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 clove of crushed garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, and then an additional tablespoon of cornstarch. Now, if you prefer, you can serve this with cooked rice or cooked beans, green beans, so that you can also add there as well. The first thing you need to do is get the chicken cut into cut into chunks, the chicken thighs cut into cubes or chunks. And you'll want to coat that with cornstarch. So I use about 1/3 cup. You want to use enough to fully coat that chicken like you see here. And that's going to give it that crispier outer coating, similar to like takeout chicken that you would get at your local Asian restaurant. So you're going to go ahead and add the chicken to the basket of the Ninja Foodi. Now you're going to want to cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes at 390 degrees Fahrenheit. You need to reach an internal temperature of at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit. These air fryers and Ninja Foodis, the temperature of heat seems to vary quite widely. So I do suggest about halfway through cook time, somewhere around 10 minutes, go ahead and open it up, stir up the chicken, add some cooking oil spray like coconut or grapeseed if you prefer, and then finish cooking up until that 165 degrees Fahrenheit because you want to get the chicken well done, of course, but you don't want to overcook it. So now I've got my chicken fully cooked here, and I'm going to go ahead and just take the entire basket out of the Ninja Foodi and set it aside because now we are going to turn it to the saute function and we're going to make the sauce. Now if you're using an air fryer, you'll want to use the stovetop to make the sauce and you would just do this in a small saucepan. If you're using a Ninja Foodi multi-cooker, you can turn it to the saute function, and that's how I'm going to show you how to make this for this particular recipe. So I am turning it to the saute function, and you're going to want to use a silicone spoon or a wire whisk, and we're going to start adding the sauce ingredients. So here I have added the honey, the soy sauce, the brown sugar, ketchup, garlic, and ginger, and then I'm just going to add in this cornstarch at the end, and that's what's going to get it nice and thick. And we do want this to slightly boil up because we're trying to thicken the sauce. It really only takes about 5 minutes or so. And then I have this on medium heat for the saute function as well. So we've got that all cooked up. And I'm just trying to get the rest of the cornstarch in there and let it warm up a bit. Now I've turned it off. And I'm going to go ahead and add that chicken back in and coat it with the sauce. If you need to turn it back on to warm up your chicken, you can. Usually the sauce is warm enough that it heats up the chicken too. So now we have it all done, and you can plate this with cooked green beans or rice, whatever you prefer, and you have this great sweet honey garlic chicken. Now the great thing with this is you can use that same method to cook the chicken and add really any sauce that you want. So we have done this recipe with sesame sauce, with sweet and sour sauce, teriyaki, you name it, we've had it with this chicken. So we have gone ahead and served it with rice and beans, and it is all ready to go. This takes about 25 to 30 minutes from start to finish to get it done, depending on how long it takes for your chicken to cook. That's going to be the longest part of this recipe. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make Ninja Foodi honey garlic chicken. You can find this recipe and many more over on mommyhatescooking.com. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and I hope you tune in again or like and subscribe to this video so that you do not miss the next one. Thanks again.